Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we have lecture General Histology Tissues. What does it mean, tissue? Tissue is aggregates or groups of cells organized to perform one or more functions. Classical information about tissues include four types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. And we have another classification of tissues to base on functions of tissue, general tissues and specialized tissues. Two general tissues include epithelium and connective tissues, and two specialized tissues include muscular and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue covers by body surfaces, lines, body cavities, and form glands. And always epithelia rest on basal membrane. This first characteristic. Second characteristic, epithelium not include inside blood vessels. And nutrition material provided to cells of epithelium by process of diffusion from inner parts of body from basal blood vessels and then diffuse to epithelium. In epithelium we have no blood vessels. It's a second characteristic. Third characteristic, epithelium very active renewal, and inside present stem cells which will be regenerate and form new cells. Fourth characteristic, inside an epithelium present more nerve endings, and some cells, specific cells, takes information from peripheral part. It's Merkel corpuscle, it's a Vater Pacini corpuscle, and another nerve endings too. Next characteristic, epithelium in human body to divide on two types, simple and stratified. To concern functions, epithelium to divide on three main types, covering and lining epithelium, glandular epithelium, and sensory epithelium. On its slide, you can see information about three types of epithelium and position of each types of epithelium in human organism. Functions of epithelium joined with location of its epithelium. And according to position of epithelium in organism, we have five main functions of its tissue. The first, absorption, second, excretion, third, secretion, transport, and fifth is protection. Morphological classification of epithelium is based according of number of their cell layers and shape of cells. Embryohistogenetic classification based according to embryonal histogenesis and formation of epithelium from germ layers. In simple epithelium, present just one layer of cell, which rests on basal membrane. In stratified epithelium, present two or more layers, and always first layer rests on basal membrane and has name basal layer. To concern the shape of cells in epithelium, cells divide on three main types: squamous cells, cuboidal cells, and columnar cells. Squamous cells, or another name plate-like cells, more wide by tall, and cuboidal cell wide and tall similarly to concern size, and columnar more taller cell and not a large wide cell, polygonal and more taller. It's very good scheme show to you classification depends on shape of cells in epithelium. Pseudostratified epithelium very interesting because a layer of cells. All cells rest on basal membrane, but a shape of cells difference, and it's maybe cuboidal, maybe taller cell with ciliated cells, and unicellular gland, goblet cell include too. And position of nucleuses form different sublayers. And in a microscope on the low magnification, visible and recognize some sublayers of cells. But really, it's one layer of cell. Nucleuses will be stay to consent basal membrane on different sublayers. Chemical classification of epithelium to concern amount of layers. On next slides, you can see location of different types of epithelium. Please look and read very attentive and study. Simple columnar epithelium may be divided on three types to concern position elements on apical surface of cell. Maybe represent microvilli, cilia, or stereocilia, or specific vesicles with mucus. And if in apical part of cell present microvilli, it's epithelium, a columnar epithelium with brush body and stay in intestine. On apical part may be present granules with mucus, in its case glandular columnar epithelium in stomach. If on apical part present cilia, it's ciliated epithelium which stay in male and female reproductive ducts. Stereocilia, very interesting structure. It's a very strong microvilli and very sensority. Between cells present very strong junction, more desmosome, tight junction, and interdigitative junction. Embryohistogenetic classification based on development and origin of types of epithelium from germ layers or from mesenchyme. And on next slides, you can see types of epithelium which derive from different germ layers, names of its epithelium, and location. Glands to divide on three types: Merocrine, apocrine, and holocrine. And in Merocrine glands, all cells stay in normal after release of products. In apocrine glands, destroyed apical part of cell after releasing products. And holocrine glands, in cells of its glands, present process of apoptosis and destroyed nucleus always, and release elements after death of cell. Exocrine glands to divide on according to cell number, by character of ducts, and by nature of their secretion material. Cells may be one cell, it's unicellular gland, or if it's more cells, multicellular gland. To concern ducts, you represent two types. It's a simple gland and compound gland. Please look on next slides. Differences between glands. A simple gland, just one duct present. In compound, more ducts, branch duct. And to concern nature of secretion, secret maybe mucus, maybe serous, or maybe mineral secrets. Thank you for your attention, my dear students. Its picture helped you to repeat and to study types of epithelium.